Both guys going to take this to the back. So there's the shot that, as expected, Mike McEwen would make and pretty much eliminates those rocks in the back. Dropkin still may consider playing a run back here. Make the double on the 2 at the back and sit 2. He does need 2. The out-turn draw is the other shot, and just make sure you're above the tee line. You need to get a little piece of the 4-foot. You have to be shot rock when you're done. Or pretty much have to be shot rock when you're done. Welcome all the viewers that might have been watching the 2 games that have ended early. Got a close one here. McEwen and Dropkin. Not much separating these 2 teams in this game. Korey Dropkin. Out-turn draw. As I say, you definitely want this above the tee line. You need it fully buried, and you need it above the tee line, and it needs to be shot rock. So put all 3 of those together, and there's still a good chance to score 2 here for the Dropkin squad. Line looks really good. And the weight is perfect as well. So great shot for Korey Dropkin. Might have went a little tiny bit deeper than they needed to go, but they also wanted to bury it. Just if McEwen were to come down and sit on this one, it might be very difficult for Korey Dropkin to score 2. Or if he throws a guard, it might be very difficult to score 2. So we're going to have a little chat about it. Once again, the winner of these games go on to the 8 qualifier games. Is that right? Check that. Yeah, these 3 teams, and then the winner of Pierce and Claytor, who play later today, probably right after this game actually, would be the 4th team to be in the, we'll call the semifinals to get to the 8 qualifiers. Two teams will come out of A for the playoff round. And 3 more out of B and 3 more out of C. Long way to go here. Men just started yesterday morning. The women started on Thursday morning. They will conclude on Sunday. And the men started Friday morning, and they will conclude on Monday. So Mike McEwen playing the out-turn. This one looks pretty good. Line's pretty good. Needs to come in a little bit. Well, I don't think that's quite the result Mike thought he could get. This is very interesting. You must figure he can't get to the inside of the red stone for 2. So we draw through the port on the intern side, which should get him to the button if he gets through the port. Threw perfect weight on his first shot, so if he can find that exact same weight and then find the hole, he should be able to get his 2 here and tie this thing up, which would be a big deuce for Korey Dropkin in the 6th end. Tough to get everything right on this, though. It's not a very big hole. I guess I was mistaken. I guess they were playing the rays on the yellow. That was going to be very tough also. But he does pick up 1, so after 6 ends of play, Team McEwen leads Team Dropkin by a score of 4-3 here in Swift Current. We'll be back right after the break.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's gonna make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
So, I don't know about a game-saving draw, but certainly an end-saving draw by Mike McEwen here in the 6th. Keeps the score to 1 for Korey Dropkin. It made it very tough for Korey to get 2, and he didn't manage to execute his raise on his last shot. So 4-3 lead for McEwen over Dropkin, and Dropkin's in that tough position now where you got to go hard to steal 7 and steal 8 to win, which is really tough. The other alternative is you give up a single here and then you steal 2 and 8 and 1 and 9 to win. Or I guess in a 1 in 100 times you score 3 and win in the 8th. So I think you'll see them go really hard here. Actually gonna have to go really hard just on this rock to get it over the hog line. It's gonna be iffy. I don't think he's getting there. Very big miss. Mark Fenner, who had such perfect weight on a couple of corner guards at the last end, was not good on that one. His first one was really good. Not getting that one over hurts. McEwen having Marsh just do the out-turn draw right around the yellow. Yeah, a very nice shot. Dropkin now with a dilemma. You could run this straight back and leave it. You got to be dead straight, but you got to leave it behind your guard. I'm going to play the freeze. I like the freeze on the other angle, on the in-turn side better, but they like this one. It's a good shot. Quickly updating the other games that remain on the ice. Corey Carruthers scored 2 and 6 to take a 4-3 lead over Dunstone. I already mentioned that Epping beat Jacobs. Knapp is up. Knapp beat Height, and Gushu up 8-6 with Hammer playing the 8th. A good peel for McEwen. See that the draw by Dropkin's on a, perfect draw, really, exactly what he called. They feel like if you put that on the other side, or at least on the nose, that it would be better eventually, because it's going to take you 2 shots to get those out now. Andrews Stupera on the guard. They got to work on this one a bit too. I'd like to get it over a little bit more than that. Not going to be. Question for McEwen is whether you go after the rock in the house or you go after the guard. He's going to peel the high one. The high one, the only one, I guess, the only guard out there. Very easily. Howling out. Guard back. Just not quite sure how Dropkin's going to get rid of both those red stones right now. It's got me wondering a little bit. McEwen playing the peel again. Flash. Gonna be close to missing this, but he gets a piece. That's all you need. So we're down to 3 rocks to come. Dropkin looking at maybe playing the come around those, which is not a bad call if there's only one of them there, or if they line up differently, but the way it is right now, it's literally going to take 2 shots to get rid of both those reds. Play a split on the yellows, sort of the shot we talked about the last game, where your yellows go into the 8-foot, both rocks go into the 8-foot, but on opposite sides, and McEwen has to hit them, has to hit one of them, and you could make the double with a little luck somewhere along the way. Maybe get the force at this point. You're not really looking like you're going to steal. So Howell once again. Tight guard goes up by Howell, actually comes into the rings. That might have been possibly on purpose, though. This team, Dropkin's sort of grasping a little bit, trying to figure out how to make this all work. So Flash looking to peel off the high yellow. And he will get that. Not too much trouble. And another red rock stays in the rings. Be hard for Dropkin to get out of this here. A lot of good options here. A lot of discussion here about what to do, and it's just hard when there's not a lot of good options, even just to prevent a game-ending situation here for McEwen. I don't even think I have a recommendation on this shot. This is just really tough. I still might just go with my original thought of splitting the two yellows. You've got to find a way to be able to get rid of both reds in one shot, because you're not going to play that now. So you've got to find a way to do that. Now, whether that's to bump one of them somewhere and hope for the chance to make a double, that's fine. I just think you've got to be thinking about that for sure. Because if you can't make the double by playing whatever shot you're playing, you can't make the double on the next shot, then you just can't score. So. Korey Dropkin trying to avoid his first loss in our spiel. Look at this a little bit. So I don't think he's playing to split the yellow, but I do think he's playing to tap the middle red. So interesting. Not a terrible shot. Might leave them a little bit of an opportunity here to get out of this. Let's see what Mike's playing here. Looks like he's just going to go after the yellow at the back of the house. Eliminate that one. And Korey Dropkin probably plays the double. Raise on the reds. He may not play it as that double. He may just play it as a tap, but you got to tap both rocks too far, so I don't think that's really there. They're doing some cleanup on the ice here. Not usually that much cleanup to do. So they must have had something that was scraping or whatever, maybe stirred up a little tiny bit of snow. Or ice pellets or scrapings or whatever you want to call that. It's on its way. Just a nice lightweight hit. No problem for Mike McEwen. Remove that one. Even with the lead, you don't always have to throw every take out real hard. Well, I'm not sure what the call is, but they certainly aren't taking long to call it. Can't give up 3 here. Can't give up 2 here. So you either have to steal 1 or force to 1. That's the problem. He's taking a lot of ice here, so it looks like he's only playing a gentle sort of tap in there, tap or tap and roll, tap, roll, and guard kind of thing. This would take a great shot to not have McEwen have a relatively simple double, or maybe not even a double, relatively simple takeout for a multiple score here. Dropkin's got it on the way. It's not much more than a little tap, really. Just got to make sure that Mike's not sitting two when it's all done. Okay. It's not bad. Not bad at all. The only bad part about it is he can probably, because he can throw it so hard, he can probably make the double without it jamming, or even if it jams, it hits the red one there. You just saw there where Flash says you hit it hard, it goes there, hits the red, but the red still goes out, so it's gonna be tough for it to not be a 3, 4, or 5 ender by the time it's all done. So shot of the game so far coming up for Mike McEwen here in the 7th end of our RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown I keep saying A qualifier, A division game. To get to the A qualifier game for McEwen. This one will have a little bit of speed on it. Outturn. Outturn just a hair high off a nose would be a perfect and probably score 5. And that looks like he's going to be pretty good. Just needs to curl up a little tiny bit, but it may not yet. And it does. So Mike McEwen will pick up 4 here in the 7th end, and he will end up with an 8-3 victory over Korey Dropkin. So we have an interesting game here today. It was really quite close all the way, obviously, until this end. Some really good shots, a few misses, and a few odd calls as well, but there always is. That's why the game is so much fun, the subjectivity of it all. But at the end of the day, McEwen goes to 2-0, Dropkin drops to 1-1. And we thank you all for viewing. We thank our sponsors for helping us out, and also for all of you guys that stayed with us through a little bit of rough production at the start. We thank you as well. This is Jim Nix saying goodbye for now from the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown here in Swift Current, Saskatchewan. And we'll be back again later on.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.